Targum Ruth 3:15, the final part, Va'al Boaz Lakarta. This is just 3 words at the end, but you can see it's slightly different from what we had in the Hebrew, which is, and he went into the city, or to the city. That would identify Boaz, because of course this is a masculine form right here, but the Targum translator put Boaz in there, the actual word. Now this is a textual issue in Hebrew. One of the early printings of the King James Bible had, just as the Leningrad Codex has, a he idea here, a masculine pronoun. He went into the city. However, that was viewed as an error because, of course, the following passages are going to talk about Ruth and what she does as she goes into the city. So the next edition was changed to make that word she instead of he. These pictures were taken at the Lanier Theological Library. So which is it, he or she? Well, Adam Howell, the host of Daily Dose of Hebrew, has a book about reading Ruth, and he points out this issue on page 228. In modern English translations, there's disagreement because you can see in the New Revised Standard Version, then he went into the city, whereas in the ESV, then she went into the city. So in modern translations, we're clearly seeing a difference of opinion based on old versions. So about those old versions, what can we find out? Actually, the Greek is not helpful. Why is that? Well, it's because the gender is not encoded here in the verb, the indicative, aorist, active, third person singular. So we have to go elsewhere in the ancient versions than the Greek. We could look, for instance, at the Peshitta, and it's interesting. The relevant verb there is a all-perfect third feminine singular. So the Peshitta is thinking that it's Ruth who went into the city, like in Ruth 2:18. And also, the Vulgate uses a feminine form here, so the Vulgate also believes that it's Ruth who went into the city. All of that having been said, the Leningrad Codex makes it clear that it's Boaz who goes into the city, and Boaz does need to go into the city for what we're going to see in Ruth chapter 4. So it is interesting that in the time of the Targumist, there was a felt need to specify Boaz.